The time was Imperial Russia. For 300 years, Russia was ruled by one family, the Romanov dynasty. The rulers were called tsars, and it was an autocratic type of government. Autocratic is a nice way of saying that they were tyrants. Nicholas II was the Tsar of Russia from 1894 to 1917. During this time period, my book takes place. On the night of July 16, 1918, Nicholas II and his family were beheaded by the Bolsheviks, therefore ending a 300-year rule of the Romanov family dynasty. Lars gift takes place in 1914. During this time period, the events of the story happen on Count Voronsov's countryside estate at his famous kennel, where Lars' father is responsible for raising Borzoi dogs worthy of the Tsar of Russia. Lara has a deep connection with the breed, especially her own Red Tsar, which means knight, who was the runt of the litter she saved from death, one of the many times she stood up to her father. Throughout the story, Lara must convince her father that she should be the next kennel steward, an honor not usually given to a girl. So if you want to find out more, you'll have to read the book to yourself. I made a comparison between the Borzoi, which is the type of dog that at the kennel, and the Rhodesian Ridgeback, because as I have a pet that's Rhodesian Ridgeback, and as I was reading the book, I was amazed how similar the two breeds are. Okay, so this is just a bunch of facts. You'll see how similar they are. Borzoi, bred to defend against attacks by large predators. They defend the counts and the tsars against wolves, and the Rhodesian Ridgeback is bred to defend against attacks by large animals too, and they defend the kings from the lions. Well, at least they used to. And then the Borzoi are considered giant breeds, and they weigh to 60 to 120 pounds. And the Rhodesian Ridgeback is a giant breed and weighing 60 to 120 pounds. And the Borzoi's temperament is intelligent, affectionate, quiet, respectful, and can be independent and can be stubborn. And the Rhodesian Ridgeback's temperament is intelligent, affectionate, quiet, respectful, independent, and can be stubborn. And then the Borzoi requires lots of exercise because it's athletic, and then the Rhodesian Ridgeback is also athletic and requires lots of exercise. The Borzoi is a sight hound, so once they lock on to their prey, it is almost impossible to stop. How it actually is a sight hound is they have a line of vision cells, or a special line of vision cells across their retina, so they can see tiny things in vast plains. And then the same thing with the Rhodesian Ridgeback. So yeah, and the Borzoi has a long nose, and once they catch your scent, they can't lose it. And the Rhodesian Ridgeback has a long nose, so once they catch their scent, they cannot lose it. The biggest difference I noticed is their coat. The Borzoi's coat is long and silky and can be black, white, which is the preferred of Nicholas II, and cream, gold, and champagne. And the Rhodesian Ridgeback's coat is short and dense, sleek and glossy, and red. So yeah, and basically they're the same dog. That is the end. Any questions? Yeah, pass.
From the book that you read, why did you choose to make a dog turd?
Because I was amazed how I have a pet that's a Rhodesian Ridgeback, and as I was reading the book, I was amazed how similar the two breeds are. So I made a chart, and yeah. Yeah, you. I know.
What would you rate this?
Probably a 4.7 out of 5. Because it just wasn't really the best book I ever read, but it was really good, and it kind of kept you interested throughout the story. Okay.
Why would you recommend this?
Because I feel like it kind of it keeps you interested about how these times weren't very fair to women, and I think it's very interesting. And the reason I actually picked this book is because my mom bought it noticing that it has her name on it. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's all the questions.